Okay, bear with me 1 second. Just trying to get these pictures all lined up, and we will be good to go for another round of Mario Kart 64. Okay. I think we are ready to start. So when these guys give me their first selection, we will get underway. Okay. Abney has selected Rainbow Road for the first track. And I'm going to give these guys a countdown, and then we will be good to go. Okay, just a second. Matthias needs a minute. In the meanwhile, you guys are in for a treat today because these guys are very competent Mario Kart 64 players. Abney is the number 3 non-shortcut player in the world, and he is going against the champion, Matthias Rustemeyer. Okay, looks like they're ready, so I'm going to give these guys a countdown, and we are starting on Rainbow Road. So... Okay, a little bit of a delay, and we should be pretty close to going. Okay, I'm gonna pause Beck's stream for a second. Hold on. Okay, it seems like there's a bit of a delay with Matthias's stream. Hopefully he starts soon. It's kind of awkward. Okay, so it's reasonably close now. So, for those of you not familiar with the format, this is a Mario Kart 64 one-try league. So there will be matches through December, I believe. Basically, how it works is this is all done in time trial mode. Each player gets one. They alternate selecting tracks. So in this case, I believe Beck got the first pick, and he chose Rainbow Road. They will alternate selecting tracks. Whoever is the first to 4 wins wins the first set, and to win a match, you have to win 3 sets. So best of 7 to win a set, and best of 5 to win an entire match for the sets. The one little wild card is that each player gets a joker, meaning that player can use a joker once per match, and they'll be allowed to choose a shortcut, a track to do a shortcut. Now, both players are allowed to do the shortcut, but it could be a huge advantage if someone's been practicing a particular shortcut. And Abney is actually the shortcut champion, so that could be a neutralizing factor here in this matchup. So we'll have to see if that comes into play. Obviously, Matthias, no slouch to the shortcut game himself. I believe he's somewhere in between 10th and 15th overall in shortcut, so definitely not a slouch. You're in for a treat, guys. As they come through lap 1, very, very close. Matthias is ahead by about 0.14, it looked like.
Here we go. 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 Here we go.
As you'll notice, this course is very long. It's really just about getting as many mini turbos as you can, and just doing them as optimally as possible, and really hugging those rails. And as you'll see, there is an ideal place to use your mushrooms. They're going to do it right here, up this hill. If you slide with a mushroom, you will go faster in this game, and doing it uphill, you save even more time. So that's part of the reason why these guys wait for that section. If they were to just drive it normal, your kart slows down quite a bit. Also, these chomps are on a pattern, so these guys know exactly where these chomps are going to be, assuming they're on their normal pace and they haven't messed up too badly. So they come around to lap 2. It's still pretty close. MR looks like he pulled a little bit ahead, around 0.4 on that lap, so Beck's still within striking distance for sure with how long these laps are, but MR pulling away ever so slightly.
Here we go. 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 Here we go.
MR still with a little bit of a lead as they're approaching the last shroom spot. Very clean by Matthias to start this match. Oh, Beck going barely to the left of that chomp. Trying to save as much time as possible. If Matthias can stay clean here, he's definitely got this one. And Matthias in at a 5:53.01. Beck about a second and a half behind, 5:54.57. So let me post those numbers real fast. Okay, and Matthias will go up 1 track to none, and I believe it'll be his pick. Okay, the next track is Chaco Mountain. Okay, here we go. So Chaco's a pretty technical course. A lot of the ways you can gain speed here, it's kind of tough to tell sometimes. Just the way your cart tilts and just really hugging those walls as close as possible is going to save you the most time. There is an area at the end where getting good or bad hills can save you in between like around 0.15 or seconds or so, and it could come down to that for sure in this race. So waiting on these guys to start. Hopefully we won't have to pause any streams this time around. Okay, it looks like Matthias started just barely before Beck on this one, so. But it'll be pretty close. And you can see a little different strategies there. Matthias going for the ramp MT, and Beck hopping over it and just doing that MT afterwards. It's pretty negligible. Beck with bad hills there. I didn't see exactly how good Matthias is, but Matthias looks to have a very slight lead. Oh, Beck with a little bit of a hiccup there, hitting the fence. Matthias with good hills. Beck again with bad hills. He's going to fall a little bit further behind, it looks like. As you can see, both these guys hugging that turn so tight. You can save a lot of time there. These guys do it so well. Matthias with good hills again. They both get good hills on lap 3, but it's not going to quite be enough for Beck. 157.06 to 157.88. And Matthias is going to go up 2-0 in set 1. Okay, the next selection is in. It will be Frapp Snowland. Beck picked Frapp Snowland. So, from the chocolatey mountains to the cold weather. Okay, here we go. Okay, this delay seems to be getting bigger and bigger. We will get to Frapp eventually, guys. I promise. Yes, Andy, it is. Brian is on the commentary. We had a late scratch, I think from Jake. He was not available. So, you can't rely on these Pennsylvania guys. They let you down too often. Okay, it looks like Matthias. Hold on. Okay, so stream should be lined up. And so a big part of this track, really, it's kind of like Choco in a way that like tight lines are going to be very important at the beginning, but this mushroom cut is where you can gain and lose the most time. And going in between those two snowmen is going to be the most direct route and the fastest. And that's why Matthias is going to have a little bit of a lead, as you saw Beck had to go a little bit to the left there. Yeah, Matthias opening up about a 0.35 to 0.4 lead. This is also an interesting selection by Beck, just because this is arguably... Oh, Matthias! A rare mistake. And Beck hits a snowman. So Matthias drove He went too far to the left there, went out of bounds. Beck hit a snowman. Beck's mistake is not as bad as Matthias's. So Beck has the upper hand right now. But as I was saying, hold on just a second. Beck coming through at a 43.93. So let's see how much time he gained there. Yeah, Matthias at a 48.74. So he still gained around 5 seconds, even with that snowman. But as I was saying, it's an interesting selection just because this is arguably the strongest non-shortcut world record in the game currently. So, and Matthias holds that record. Beck playing it a little safe, going to the left. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a little too late for Matthias, but not necessarily a bad selection because of the variance on this track with those shroom spots. Beck will take this one 205.76 to 209.26 to get on the board. Oh, 26. Okay. So it is now 2-1 Matthias, and it is Matthias's pick. Okay, it looks like Matthias has selected Wario Stadium, so we'll be heading there. And after this set, we're gonna resync the streams so there's not as big of a delay for you guys. But yeah, these guys will be heading to Wario Stadium, the second longest course in the game. Matthias has been playing a lot of this course lately, setting a new world record, I believe. Just missing out on the sub 420. So that should help him here, but we'll see. A very low variance course, so not a surprise the higher ranked player chose it. Okay, good, we're underway. Okay, so this start that they do, not an easy start for normal players, I have to say. It's very easy to lose control sliding over those hills and to go too far left or to hit the wall to the right, so good job from both of these guys. So there is a good spot to use your shroom, and it's going to be right here over these hills. Without it, you just drive too slow. So you'll see them use it once there every lap, unless someone messes up, and then you might see a recovery shroom to get even. Matthias with a little bit of a hiccup there. Beck's going to take a slight lead right now. Let's see if these guys do this ramp MT. No from Beck, no from Matthias. Okay. Oh, Matthias hitting a wall and getting shot to the left there. It's going to cost him a little bit more time. Beck comes through at 127.39 and 128. I didn't catch the milliseconds there for Matthias, so Beck might be almost a second ahead here. Yeah, that's a good question. You have to expect Moo Moo Farm at some point, for sure. As these guys go over the hills and head up to the big ramp. Still looking like Beck with a slight lead here. Oh, Beck grazing the wall there. He's going to drop back just a little bit. Let's see what the times are going into lap 3. 127.97, 127.51 for Matthias. So Matthias has closed the gap here, and this is definitely still way too close to call. Good turn there from both of those guys. Seemed like a pretty similar shroom from both of them, so there shouldn't be too much time gained or lost from that spot. I think Beck still has the slightest of leads. Very close. Still no ramp MTs, so... Oh, did Beck miss that MT? I couldn't tell. Sometimes these guys get the MT even when it's yellow, but... Okay, 423.06, 423.03. Wow, Matthias steals it at the end. Crazy race. For how long that track is, that is insane. So Matthias will take it by 0.03. That's got to be some kind of... That could be a one-try record on that track for how close that match was. Okay, let me post these times. And I believe it is Beck's pick, down 3-1. Yeah, and if you look at the splits there, yeah, I guess the lap, yeah, Matthias had a really good lap 3, and Beck's lap 2 hurt him a lot and couldn't quite bring it home on that one. So Abney has selected Mario Raceway. So we will head to Mario Raceway. There is a mushroom cut on this course that both these players will undoubtedly go for, and it saves, I think, throughout the race, maybe around a second and a half or so. It's not too hard, but if these players mistime the hop through they're actually hopping through a piranha plant, and if they mistime the hop, they will spin out or not make it in that gap, and they can cost themselves a ton of time and basically at this level the race. So looks like they're good to go, so they will start momentarily. No, it is not over. We are waiting for, they're about to start Mario Raceway, and we're still in set 1. Again, I apologize for a little bit of the delay. We got a little bit off, but we will resync that at the end of this set. They should be starting any second now. Okay, and here's the first mushroom cut. They both get through very cleanly. I can't tell if Matthias has a slight lead or if the streams are slightly off. 29.46 for Matthias, 29.59 for Beck. So Matthias with about a 0.1 second advantage. Oh, Beck a little bit of a hiccup, but making it through. Matthias gets through cleanly, so he will have a much bigger lead now. And this is a very fast course, as you can see, much faster than the last course. So. And Matthias gets through clean again. It's his race to lose at this point. Matthias 128.49, Beck 129.21. Matthias is going to take that track and the first set. 128. Okay, so I believe because Beck lost the set, it is his pick first. Yeah, actually, yeah, we are going to take a moment and reset the stream. Be right back. Shouldn't take very long. Okay, guys, we are back, and hopefully everything's on a smaller delay. And hold on, let me fix this picture for a second. These guys should be ready to go. Okay, so it looks like we're going to calamari. So these players seem to be ready, so we will start the countdown. I'm not quite sure. These players have battled. They have a lot of history on calamari. They've battled back and forth, alternating world record. So this should be This should be a really good match. I think the streams are good. So they're gonna start off with the hill hops to the left. So these trains are on cycles, basically, and so they have to be careful with how they use their shrooms. Otherwise, they could run into a train. They could be forced to at this level. You can actually go under a train. There's a little gap in between the carts, and these players are both good enough to go under the train, but it's not easy, and in a one-try format. Very tough to pull off. Beck with a little bit of a lead after lap 1. So both these players get past that first train on lap 2, no problem. Okay, so we will not see a 1-1-1 shroom strat. They're coming through at 42.85, 42.98 for Matthias. So, Beck hitting the wall there. He might have just given back all the time he had gained on that last lap. Both players beating the lap 3 train with 2 shrooms as they'll double shroom over the sand spot. And it'll be a race to the finish with these. This is very close. Looks like Beck, maybe? 205.40 to 205.89. Beck is going to take it by 0.49. Okay, so... Okay, so Beck will go up 1-0 in the second set. Okay, let me... Sorry about that screen. Beck's just too big for this match. Okay, waiting for the next pick here. Okay, Royal. Looks like we're going to Royal Raceway. Okay, streams are totally synced, so here we go. So some of the areas you can save time on this course are this hairpin right here. Oh, a mistake by Beck early, trying to go too close to that wall. That's gonna put him way behind. Yeah, like I was saying, getting as close to that as you can without hitting it can really save a lot of time. And I'm sure this was not a course Beck felt he had an advantage with. Really went for it there, and unfortunately didn't work out for him. Matthias over the jump. Yeah, just unfortunate. Sometimes those things happen, and in these one-try matches, almost impossible to come back from. So 57.69 for Matthias. And a 105.19 for Beck. Yeah, very, very good hairpin there for Matthias. Another area you can save a lot of time on this course is the mushroom spot, really just pushing it and going as close to that wall as you can, and cutting this angle perfectly. Beck is headed to the castle. Okay, so I think he's given this one up. Maybe he's looking for another shortcut. If anyone can find it, it's him. So he almost glitched through the castle there. Wow, this is I did not expect to see this. I'll be honest. Matthias over the jump, saving his shroom. Beck hitting the shortcut. Oh, Matthias now going for the... Oh my gosh, Matthias is trying to get into the castle. What is going on? Beck obviously disqualified for using a shortcut. This was not a Joker course. Matthias is finally going to finish it up here. With a 309.29. Wow. I just don't know what to say about that. Wow. Okay, 309. And Beck still hasn't finished yet, so... Oh, he's backing up into the finish? Okay, so... Oh, the backup swag finish? Is that... So... I don't know what's going on here. He's teasing us. Oh, the backup swag finish! Oh, you gotta love that. If it was up to me, he would get at least a half a point for the effort. 356... 35. Actually... I'm no judge. I'm just the commentator, but I think we have to give him a disqualified a DQ on that one. So I can't type letters into the thing, so I guess I'll just put 356.35. Okay, so these players will... Beck will try to forget about that one, and let's see where we're going next. It is tied 1-1 in set 2. But Beck has the pick. Okay, and we are going to Moo Moo Farm. Okay. So this is the shortest course in the game, and there are these moles that really even everything out. These players will be trying to cut as close to the moles as possible without actually hitting them. So we will see who can do that better. This is another course where these guys battled at for world record, so back and forth. Beck has the current world record, so not surprising he picked it. Looks like they're both going to get through the molehill clean on lap 1. 29.61 to 29.45. So Matthias is slightly ahead, but it's very close. Oh, Beck with a mole hit there. Matthias is going to get through clean. 29.22. So Beck falling back 2 seconds on that lap. He's at this point he knows he's going to have to push it on lap 3. Take some risks, and that's exactly what he does. And hits the mole. So if Matthias doesn't hit 2 moles, he should have this. A little bit of a hiccup, but he's fine. Okay, 128.69. Shout out to Kyle for Matthias. Beck trying to do something at the finish line, I'm not sure. Okay. So... 144. And Matthias will take a 2-1 track lead on set 2. Of course, already up a set. And it will be Matthias's pick. The pick is Banshee Boardwalk. So, for those of you that don't know, this is the scariest course in the game. A lot of bats and darkness. There will be some crack hopping, as you can see, but really nothing too much to be concerned about. I wouldn't expect any of these guys to mess that up. The bat house is the real, and this shroom right here, this drop shroom, where they drop over that ledge and instantly shroom slide. That's pretty highly technical. This bat house section is very technical as well. Those mini turbos have to be very quick if you want to do them optimally. Beck with a little bit of a hiccup there, hitting the wall. 42.22 for Beck, 42.05 for Matthias. Matthias with a slight lead, but Beck with a pretty good crack jump there. That'll save him some time. So. Looks pretty close going into lap 3. Beck grazing the wall there, 42.30, yeah, and a 41 high for Matthias. So Matthias is opening up a little bit of a lead here. Tight MTs from Matthias as he comes around to the last turn. Yeah, looks like Matthias, yeah, he took it 2:05.67. Wait. 2:05.67. And Beck got a 2:06.46. So Matthias will go up 3 tracks to 1 and be on set point. Beck has selected Bowser's Castle for the next track. So. So Bowser's Castle is a highly high variance track, and there are just a lot of thwomps that they are on cycles, so these players will know where they're at, but if they get a little bit off their pace... Okay, Beck's slightly ahead here, so I'm going to pause it. Okay, that's close enough. They'll use their shroom in the middle to cut this grass spot, which will save the most time. But again, like I was saying, if they get a little bit off their pace, or there's some tight areas they're going through, as you can tell right there. If they hit one of these thwomps, it can cost them a few seconds. So. Looks very close as they head up this spiral section here. Back with a little bit of a hiccup, missing the MT. Still very close. Yeah, and actually, out of all the Thwomp rooms, the room where they slide back and forth seems to give the players, most of the players in the community, the most trouble. So, watch out for that room as they head into lap 3. Beck with a better lap by about 0.4. This still looks very close. I guess Matthias had a better lap 1. I wasn't watching the splits. Beck missing the MT, but getting through. They both get the stairs MT. Not an easy mini turbo at all. Yeah, this looks very close. And 2:14.03, Matthias will take it to 2:14.25. Wow. What a race. And again, Matthias winning the close ones. And that'll be the second set. Did anyone catch Beck's time there? $25? Okay. So Matthias will go up 2-0, and if he can win one more set, he will take the match. But we'll see if Beck has something to say about it. Again, because Beck lost, I believe he has the first pick. Okay, and we're going back to KD.
Okay. Okay.
Is there a way to distract Matthias? No, he can't be distracted, man. Okay, we're underway. Same as before, these players doing the hill hops lap 1. I guess we can expect to see a 1-0-2 shroom strategy, meaning they'll use 1 shroom on lap 1, 0 shrooms on lap 2, and 2 shrooms on lap 3 to avoid the trains. So that's what we can expect here. Beck coming through at 41.41, 42.29 from Matthias. I'm not quite sure. Maybe just better hill hopping from Beck. I didn't see anything major, but it's possible I missed something. Matthias deciding to shroom on lap 2. He may have felt that he was a little bit behind pace and wanted to use that shroom because he needs to beat a particular train cycle. So Matthias with a 41.7. Matthias is gonna gain a second, but again, Beck has that extra shroom, so. Oh, Beck barely behind that train. So let's see if this extra shroom from Beck can get him back the lead here. It looks like it did. This is very close as well, but I think he got back into the lead with that shroom. Yeah, 205. Yeah, 205.24 for Beck. 206.04. Matthias. Beck with an early 1-0 lead. Okay, congrats to Beck. He is up 1-0, and of course it is now MR's pick. Oh, I apologize, guys. I didn't even notice Matthias going through the train gap at the end there. Really goes to show you some of the skill of some of these guys. Not easy to pull off, especially in a one-try format. So. But it wasn't enough in this case. Okay, Toad's Turnpike has been selected, so we have a new track. Again, I guess I failed to mention this, but after 2 sets, all the tracks, you're allowed to re-pick all the tracks. So that is why they didn't use... Okay, let me... Okay, there we go. Okay, and they're off. So this track is pretty basic. It's a figure 8. Oh, Abney going into the wall a little bit there. It's gonna cost him some time. So this track is a figure 8 basically. So it's really just about doing mini turbos as quickly as possible, especially at this level. And just taking tight lines. Going as close to the guardrail as you can without hitting it. Obviously, it can really slow you down. So you might see a difference in mushroom strategies here. Really, all of these turns, I believe, there's no advantage to using it in one spot over another. So any one of these curves, you could see someone use a mushroom. Matthias with a little bit better of a lap there. Mostly due to Beck hitting that wall. Both players shrooming inside the bus there. Very nice. Getting through cleanly. Matthias getting a little offline there. You really want to try to keep as straight as possible going into this during that long stretch right there and not be too side to side. Okay, so Beck decided to shroom. Matthias is saving his shroom. So you have a little bit different strategies right now. Oh, Beck electing to shroom again. So he will. So 59.09. Yeah, Matthias only with a 59.65, but oh, I guess okay. So Matthias did use a shroom. So Beck closing the gap by 0.5 seconds, but Matthias with this extra shroom has to have the advantage here. Clean, quick MTs from Matthias. Good shroom, even with a little bit of a wall hit there. This should be enough if he doesn't hit a car. Oh, wow. That was... Wow. Very nice from Matthias. 259.21. 259.68 for Beck. Very, very good race, both players. Beck kind of lost at lap 1 there, unfortunately for him. Otherwise, it would have been very close. And yeah, he could have won, actually. Okay. So 259.68. 259.21. Okay, so it is 101. Okay. And we're going to Moo Moo Farm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, for those just joining us, we still haven't seen a Joker being used yet, so that is still out there. Even if it's something Beck needs to do to win a set, winning a set is important. Differential is tracked in this league, so winning or losing 3-1 is a lot better than losing 3-0. Okay, we'll see if these players can keep it clean through the moles. Beck and Matthias both getting through clean on lap 1. 29.51. So Beck is behind by 0.02. Very close. $29.21 to $29.24. So, if my math's right, Beck has a 0.01 lead going into the third lap. This is very tight. Let's see if anyone risks it on lap 3. I wouldn't expect either one of them to, but they both get through cleanly. Matthias hitting a wall there a little bit. Wow, Beck takes it by 0.02. 127.92 to 127.94. What a race. So Beck will go up 2-1 in the third set. And we will await a selection from Matthias. Okay, the pick is in. It'll be Wario Stadium, so we're going back to Wario. So from the shortest course in the game to the second longest course in the game. We will head. Okay, it looks like they both missed that start MT. Okay, like I said last time, a big part of this track is just keeping it close to these walls and getting a good mushroom, keeping the mushroom really tight to this corner here without hitting. It looked like Matthias had a slightly better shroom, but very close. Not too much time gained or lost there. Beck grazing the wall there. I'm going to slow him down just a little bit. It looks like he has a slight lead, assuming the... Yeah, it looks like the streams are close to synced, so... Yeah, Beck with the slight lead, it looks like here. As they head for home, we'll check out the splits. 127.28 to 127.49. So yeah, Beck a .21 lead so far, but that's really nothing on this track. It's so long, and Matthias is so fast that anything can happen. Good shrooms from both of them. It looked like Beck's may have been slightly tighter that time. Both players keeping it very tight around this turn. As you can see, they both hop to land earlier, and the reason for that is in this game you go faster on the ground than you do in the air. So 127.08 for Matthias, 127.42 for Beck. So Matthias is now taking the lead by about 0.2, I believe. Oh, Beck with the rare Tran down the first hill. That will save him some time. Very tough to pull off. And it looks cool. Beck all about the swag today. Whether it's, Trans on Wario Stadium or backward finishes on Royal Raceway. Very good shroom from Beck there, and Matthias, actually, so. Still very tight. Yeah, Matthias with a very slight lead here. Oh, Beck hitting that's a bad spot to hit on the wall, pushing him out over that turn. And now he's trying to do crazy MTs and... oh, Matthias he hits the wall too, but I think Matthias is... Oh, this is very close. Oh, wow. Yeah, Matthias is going to hold at 421.97. Man, some slight hiccups from both players late, but it was just too much from Beck to win that one. So 422.30. And that'll tie it up at 2-2. and it is Beck's pick. Oh, okay. We have a surprise for you guys. A Joker is being used. The selection is Frapp Snowland Shortcut.
Select map. Okay. Okay.
Okay, so for those of you that don't know, this track will be over very quickly. What they're going to do is they're going to A-B spin, turn around as fast as they can, and jump from the bridge to the snow, cross the finish line, go out of bounds. Lakitu will place them back on the bridge, and they're going to do that 3 times. So this thing will be over very quickly. I can't. It looks like Matthias is ahead. So you can't see the splits, so. Yeah, Matthias is going to take it at a 28:39. Beck coming in at 29:39. So I think it was 28:39. So, very nice from Matthias there. Taking down the Joker from the Shortcut Champion. Not an easy thing to do. So it is Matthias's pick. We are on match point. And Beck is asking Matthias to pick Wario Stadium Shortcut. I don't know if Matthias is going to take the bait. It looks like he's not. Okay, it looks like Luigi Raceway will be the selection. Okay, so Luigi Raceway normal, no Joker for you guys. Okay. This could be it.
Okay.
Okay, it looks like Beck was slightly ahead. Even this up a little bit. Oh, what? We have a pause. Not sure what the problem is. Okay, so Beck has to switch controllers. So pausing is technically a DQ, but you know, it'll be up to these guys what they want to do here. If they want to restart, that's fine. Okay, yeah, so Beck's saying he loses. He forgot to switch controllers, and I guess he didn't want to play this one out on a different controller. So he's saying he'll take the disqualification on this one. An unfortunate way to end this thing, but it looks like that's going to be your match, guys. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, I don't know what to say, guys. I don't think we've had a DQ yet this season, so I mean, to me it seems like a harsh penalty just for forgetting your controller, and he paused within, you know, a second or two of the race, so not even really a disadvantage or anything. Okay, well, I guess I'll just put in some random times here. 158.69. Shout out to Kyle. Beck's saying he would have got like a 205, so we'll give him credit for that. That's, of course, not a very good time. I could even beat that time. So, okay, so I guess Matthias is your champion here in straight sets. But there were definitely some pivotal moments that Beck could have taken a set or something. But unfortunately, the Fraps No Land Joker pick didn't work out for him. So yeah, for those of you that don't know, even though this match is over, there will be other matches later today. There is a match at 6 p.m. and a match at 9 p.m. If someone could link the One Try site, you can look at the schedule and see who's playing in those matches. So I will see you guys at 6 p.m. For right now, this has been the Mario Kart 64 One Try League. I hope you enjoyed the match today. Very high level competition. So anyway, I'm Brian, BRiz879. Be sure to give these players a follow if you want to see really awesome shortcuts and just cool stuff you can do in the game. But for now, I am BRiz879 signing off. Have a good rest of your day, everyone. See you next time.